Alright, part 2. Vehicle Warehouse GTA 5 Online. Let's hop inside. Alright, this is my vehicle warehouse, which can hold up to 40 stolen vehicles up here. I also have an area underground where I can store other vehicles that are underground. Look at this car. This car is pretty cool. We're going to check out these cars on the computer in a minute. I think that one over there. That's the Coquette. I think it is. I forgot the name of this car. It's not the Stingray or anything like that. Yeah, I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name of this car. But we're going to check them out on the computer. Later on. These cars are pretty cool. Now what you can do with these cars is you can, before you export them, you can hop over to your mechanic and he will tune those cars up.
Tolling away over here, boss.
There, he's the mechanic. He will tune my cars for me so we can sell them at a higher price. That's his part of the garage, I guess. That's his part. All the wheels here on the shelf, but not. Then the office is here. That's the office. We have storage places back here. I'm not going to count them all. 3. You can store cars on top, and I think you can store cars underneath as well. So yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 18. We got more storage spaces back here as well. 18. What's that? 20, 22, 24, 26. We will see when this baby is full where all the cars are, because at the current moment I'm not counting 40 spaces for the vehicles, for the storage of the vehicles. 40. It's supposed to have 40 spaces to store the vehicles. So. Alright, so the way you get underground is... Oh, what's that? What's in here? Nothing, I guess. The way you get underground is you have to come up to this building there, that block. And you can go underground where you can store vehicles, but not any old vehicles. What do we have here? Okay. Down here you can store vehicles that you can buy on Warstock. We go up into your cell phone. Right there. Warstock. You can store a police car, the Phantom Wedge, I believe, the Phantom Wedge, and I think you can store the Oppressor Mark II, the Menacer. Where's that Phantom Wedge? And I think you can store. Oh, here's the Phantom Wedge. That one there. You can store this guy in here. You can also store this, the Technical L, the Technical A, the Blazer Aqua. You can store all these vehicles, not the helicopters, and yeah, not the helicopters, no airplanes, just vehicles like these tanks or the barracks here, the Crusader. I don't know if that is probably a Pegasus. Yeah, that's a Pegasus vehicle, so that's gonna get stored at the Pegasus storage. But every vehicle, on almost every vehicle on Warstock, you can store down here. These are the spaces. Let's see how many spaces we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can store at least 7 vehicles down here. We're not 8. Whoa, 1 second. I think it's 8. Let's count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, we can store 8 Warstock vehicles. If you come up in here under Secure Reserve, go under VIP work, unavailable from the current location. I will show you that in a minute. But underground here, you can store Warstock vehicles. You can't store your own personal vehicles down here. That won't work. This bunker or underground storage is actually, or just originally made to store the Warstock vehicles. Vehicles that you can buy at Warstock only. So no personal vehicles down here, only Warstock vehicles only that you can store down here. Alright, let's head back up. We're gonna have a look at the computer, what kind of cars we have stolen already, and we can sell them off. After we tune them, you can tune them right up and sell them for a little bit of money. Alright, so that is my hall here with the 40 spaces for the cars, 40 storage places. Let's head on in here. We have here, I can change my clothes and I can go to sleep, I guess. We look out the window into that garage area. We can come out in here and talk to the boss.
I'll keep on working then.
We have a Coca-Cola. We can drink some Coca-Cola there. It looks pretty cool actually, how it's made. Alright, let's hop onto the computer. Let's see what kind of cars we have. Alright, in export, we have here top range. It's the Sterling GT Rally. Now, top range cars sell for a lot of money, rather than the standard and the mid-range. I think the standard range cars, they only sell up to 30 and a little bit above, $30,000 and above. The mid-range car, they sell up to maybe 70,000, 60 to 70, maybe 80,000, and the top range cars, they sell up to 100,000. I heard. So top range cars sell up to 100,000, standard cars sell up to 30,000, and mid-range cars will sell up to let's say 60,000, I think it is. So we have the Sterling GT Rally, the Jester Hot Pink, which is a standard range, the T20 Top Speed, and the Coquette Classic CL45. I think that is meant to be for classy. CL45SY. The 4 for A, the 5 for S, so classy. Mid-range, top range, standard range, and another top range car. These two top range cars, they're going to sell a lot of money when I press here on export, and if I want to tune them right up. There's no point in selling standard or mid-range cars. You can put them into your collection right here. You need to select some vehicles. I don't know how that works because it's telling me to uh, select vehicles to export them first. I think you have to do it here or something. I don't know. I think if you click on export collection up here, then even here, let's do this. You got the X80 Proto, the T20, and the Osiris. If you click on export collection, then those three cars are going to get shown up here in the first three slots, and then you can press export. But you have to click on the vehicle first before you click here on export. Then you can sell them off. After J. Norris, uninsurable collector. Okay, he's a collector. J. Norris guy. He's a collector. Collection bonus 35,000. That is what you're going to get when you export a car. I think that 35,000 goes for each car separately. So if you export this one here and tune it up before you export it, then you will get this here $35,000 bonus. That will be added on after you sold the car. Alright, let's go back into export in a minute. Okay. There are a lot of pages here, like this guy here, MSM Schultz. I think he's a collector. You can see these are all old-timer cars here. And nice looking cars too. The Tropos Rally, the Jester, the Sultan, okay. Shades of Blue collector Chris Formage. The Sterling GT Rally, cool. That's one I have up here in export. The Sterling GT. You want to sell the standard cars at a very, very low price because these aren't worth it. If you damage the car, then that damage that is going to get subtracted from your money, from your loan, from your money, I guess. So let's see if I damage this car. The damage costs are going to probably be $2,000, and those $2,000 they're going to be subtracted up from my money up here. So when you sell cars, you can use the cargo bob. When you steal cars, you can use the cargo bob as well. I will show you that in a minute when we go out and steal a car. So standard and mid-range, you want to sell them at a very low price. Top range cars, you want to sell them at a very, very high price. There are three ways of selling these cars. I will show you that later on because I forgot I don't know how to explain that properly. You can sell them a top range car. You can sell it for a top price, which is going to be 100,000. Then you can sell it for a mid-range price and a bottom dollar price. You want to sell these standard and mid-range cars at a bottom dollar price because the damage that you might do to these cars is not really worth your time paying from your own money, because the damage that you might do to these cars, that money is going to get subtracted from your money up here, so it's not really worth the risk in selling these cars at a high price. You might want to sell this one here at a mid-range price, and the standard ones you want to sell them at the lowest price as possible. The lowest price is where you don't have to pay any damage fees, and the mid-range price you have to pay a damage fee of 6,000, I think, and the top range, if you're selling this one here, you're gonna have to pay if you do do damage to the car, then you have to pay a damage fee. I think it's 18,000 or less. I don't know. I forgot. I will have to look that up. All right. I might do one later on in the video. I might sell this car here. All right. That explained. I haven't tried that out yet, so I don't know how that works. I'm not going to try that out anytime soon. I'm gonna try and fill up my vehicle warehouse with 40 cars and make a ton of money with it. You want to sell this one and this one, and you want to keep these guys here until your warehouse is full of top range cars. Because if you sell that one and that one, then you're gonna make room for sourcing top range cars. You want to sell them to make room for them. If you're sourcing a car and you're sourcing a top range car, and if you have room here, if you sold those two, then you have room for top range car. You can bring back your top range car here. That's how I'm gonna do it. If I get some standard range and mid range cars, I sell them at a mid range price and sell that one at a standard range, and then those mid range and standard ranges, they're gonna make room for more top range vehicles. That is how you make the big money here with this business. It's really cool. It's really cool for somebody who's like starting up. But if you own a cargo pub, you might just as well want to buy 5 warehouses, 5 vehicle warehouses. You can own about 5 of them, 5 vehicle warehouses, and you can own 5 cargo warehouses. So you can make a ton of money with cargo warehouses and vehicle warehouses, 5 of each. So 5 vehicle warehouses, 40 in each warehouse. You have 200 cars in each. 200 cars in all the warehouses combined. 40 in each warehouse. 5 warehouses, 200 cars in all the warehouses. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we're gonna end the video here. I'm gonna close that down. I might take a sip of Sprunk or something. That's our work desk. We can look right into the garage there. And yeah, that is what the vehicle warehouse looks like. You can sit down on the sofa there. If you want, like that, and you can take a sip of Sprunk if you want. Alright, I think that covers the vehicle warehouse. Some cool pictures up here. I have that car actually in my garage down at the airport. There's a garage there that I bought. I have that car sitting in there. That doesn't look very clean to me, but let's have a look at the magazines real quick. Yeah, some Pussycat porno magazines. Alright. What was that? That was... okay. Nice car. Work desk. Alright, we are gonna end the video here, and then we're gonna go out and steal a car. For that we need to head back out to my office. There's the cargo pub, by the way, that we've seen earlier, with the towing chain from the bottom there. Alright, I'm gonna end it here before it gets too long. We will meet you guys back at the office, which is right up here. the Maze Bank. We'll see each other back there in a bit. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, watch the videos, like the videos, do all that good stuff, and yeah, we'll see you guys back up at the Maze Bank. Bye bye.